So I just made it to Memphis. While I wait on my mother, she's late. I'm sitting outside of the airport waiting on her. So let me tell you guys what happened. So today, okay, so let me start from the beginning. So I have been on for the past 5 days, and so that means since I came from London, which is the last vlog that you've seen, I was off for that 1 day, and I was back on for 5 days. Tomorrow starts me being off for 7 days. Yeah, so I did London Saturday to Monday, and I was off Tuesday. So therefore, I've been on Wednesday through Sunday, which is today. Started kind of feeling under the weather, so I like self-medicating or whatever. It really started like the night of Tuesday. Is when it really kind of started. So Wednesday, of course, I was supposed to start work again, so I was on call, and they didn't call me at all Wednesday, which was great. So I was able to like sleep off the medication that I was taking and stuff like that, which was really well, because you know, like when you're sick, they don't want you flying, and then too, you can get blocked ears. So what blocked ears is when you can't pop your ears in the air. It really strains your ear, and I know they said that it could be so severe to where you have like really bad ear aches. You can get an ear infection, and also too to the point where you can pop your eardrum. So it's really crucial for us to take care of ourselves, and like self-medicate or just go to the doctor, you know, if we can't, you know, afford to call out. You know, we're right now, me and my class and stuff, where a lot of us are on probation, so which is 6 months, and you know, you kind of get like a little disciplinary type of thing. It's nothing like for you to get fired or anything, but it's just like, you know, they just have like a little conference with you and stuff like that. If you do, like, I mean, they know that you get sick. I mean, it is what it is, but it's not like, oh, you're just in this big trouble, you're about to get fired or anything like that. But they just really keep track of your dependability and stuff like that, because that's what the 6 months, they're still trying to look at you as an employee and see if you're still a good fit for the company. So it's almost like you're still being interviewed. But anyways, so I self-medicated like Wednesday, so that was good. Thursday, they called me in for standby. It was like at night, so I went in, I think from like 8 to 11 at night, which was great. So I had all day to kind of get, you know, do medication and stuff. They didn't use me, which was good, so I went home. Okay, Friday they called me in for standby as well, and I think that one was from like 5 to 9. They didn't call me for that. Well, actually, they did call me at home, and they were like, they said, hey, they actually gave me an option. Now, mind you, that never really ever happens with scheduling. They just give you what they give you. But the guy was like, he's like, well, I'm gonna just give you an option. So he was like, do you want another London trip, or do you want standby? And because, you know, I was still kind of feeling under the weather and I was still taking medication, I was scared that something might happen with like my ears or something. So, and when I was younger, I used to have really bad earaches. So I was like, I said, I literally just came back from London Monday, and it's Friday. It would have been perfect because it's over the weekend, so therefore I could have like hung out with friends again and actually went out to like some of the clubs and stuff, and you know, really had a good time. But you know, I got to take care of me first. So I was just like, I'm gonna do the responsible thing. As much as I didn't want to be responsible, but I did the responsible thing, and I was like, just go ahead and give me standby, and I'm tired anyway. So he was like, okay, I'll give you standby. So he gave me standby. They didn't use me, and standby was from like 5 to 9. And then Saturday I was on. They didn't call me at all Saturday, so I went out with my cousin. We had something to eat, talked and stuff, and then we were supposed to see a movie, but we talked for so long that the movie just kind of went over our heads. We were trying to go see Hustler. Comment down below if you've seen it. But so I get home at probably like maybe 11:45, anywhere between 11:30 and 12 and midnight. I get home, and by the time I like got into bed or whatever, and I had taken a shower and got nice and settled, they called me like 1:15 in the morning, and they were like, hey, we have a trip for you. And I was like, really, on my last day? I think they just knew that she was gonna call and that I was gonna call and try and get released from duty early. But so they gave me a quick trip. So the guy was like, you know, he's like, yeah, it's a 7:15 a.m. show. And he said that it's just from Dulles to Denver, and then I did head back from Denver. And I was like, oh, okay. So I looked at it, check-in was at 7:15. I was done by like 4 in the afternoon, 4:15. I was like, perfect. I was like, okay, I can just head on home, you know, be home by like 9-ish or something like that. And then I don't know why I didn't think about this originally, but I thought about it like the morning of, like while we were on the plane, like doing our pre-flights and stuff. I was like, you know what? I can cancel my deadhead and cancel my deadhead and make it like a fake deadhead or whatever. Cancel the deadhead and just go straight home. So that's what I did. I called crew scheduling. I was like, hey, can I, you know, cancel my deadhead, you know, so I can go home? And they were like, okay, sure. And yeah, so they pretty much released me into my off days. They canceled the deadhead for me. And there was literally, we got in at 10:54, but we had to sit there for like 2 minutes because there was a plane like backing out. So we got there a little early, and actually we started boarding late, but we still got on, we still left the gate probably like a minute or two late, but it wasn't like anything major or anything. We still got in early, and then we got in, they planned enough time, so I think by like 10:15 we were like off the plane, and I was like, this is nice. So everything was off, everybody was off, and we, my gate for Memphis, there was a direct flight from Memphis, and there was one at, it was at 10, it left at like 10:50. Yeah, it left at 10:50, which worked out perfect because we technically got in around at, I mean, if you just want to round it up and just say 10 a.m. is when we got in. We were done by like a good 10:15-ish, and then after that, I just walked down to the gate. The gate was right, you know, it was literally a few gates down, and then I was just on the phone with crew scheduling for a minute. Eventually, they released me into my crew, my off days, and then I was just able to like chill at the gate. So when I originally listed, it was already 2 people listed, and it kind of looked like it was oversold, so I didn't know if I was going to even be able to get on. But even if it's oversold, you always still try. So what I did was I still listed, and I ended up being number 2 on the list. And then when I went to go look at, when I checked a little while later, I think after we landed, because I listed early in the morning before we even took off, and then when we got when we got on the ground, that's when I checked again the listing to see if anything had changed as far as like how many seats were open and stuff. So it was only 2 people listed at that point. So the lady ahead of me, I don't know what happened, or a guy ahead of me, I don't know what happened to them, but I ended up being number 1, and I only seen 1 seat. So I was like, oh God, I don't know what's going on with that. It was just like 3 open seats. So I was like, okay. So I got to the gate, and then eventually he had, you know, gotten everybody on the plane, and then he was like, hi guys, so my mom called, and it like cut the video off. Anyway, so now I'm headed back to DC. But to finish off this story, pretty much it was me and another girl sitting at the gate, well, another lady. Clearly, it looked like she was just, from what I understand, she was about to like go somewhere or something like that. So it was the 2 of us sitting at the gate, and like I said, it ended up only being 1 seat available. I guess the guy didn't show up. So yeah, since I was number 1, I ended up getting the seat. So the next flight that went out, I think it was at like 2 or something. So that flight left pretty much, you might as well say it like 11. So yeah, so it was gonna be like what, like 3-hour wait until the flight took off, the next flight. But anyways, thank God I was able to go ahead and get on that one. My mom came and picked me up. And then, yeah, so I enjoyed my time. You guys seen, I went to Vegas and all that kind of stuff, which was really cool. So today is Sunday the 29th. I start back work tomorrow, the 30th, and I'm on for 6 days. Then I'm off for 1 day, then I'm on for 3 days, then I'm off for 2 weeks. So, yeah, I got a video coming for how, how reserve works with my company. Like, a few of you have had that question, so I'm just gonna make a video to kind of like break down everything, because I know a few of you are like, girl, how does that work? How do you do it? Girl, sis, just wait, just wait. I'm gonna let you know. But anyway, so right now I'm back at the airport, and I am about to head back to work. So this flight leaves out at 11:02 and it's 10:37. We're currently boarding. I already checked in or whatever. This usually the route that I take is usually pretty open, so I usually don't have any problems getting in. But my commute to work is a 2-leg commute, which is terrible. I mean, going to Chicago with that one leg was already enough. Like, whew, you know, it was already stressful enough. So, I mean, Chicago's a huge airport, so everybody's trying to get there. But, I mean, I guess coming out of here, since there's no direct straight into Dulles, I guess it's not as bad, but it's still just terrible because you have 2 commutes, so you have to, like, watch 2 different flights. But whatever. So, yeah. So, I'm group number 6, waiting to board now. Yeah, I really don't have too much to say, so I'm just kind of showing you guys my commute to work. Well, commute home and to work. So, yes, I don't dress cute. It's just not happening. I'm still on my off day. I'm still chilling, trying to relax right now. I really don't even want to be flying right now if I'm not getting paid for it, but I mean, gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, guys. Yeah, I guess I'll see you when I get on the plane.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know.
Hi, I'm at 11B if you need anything. All right. Hi, thank you. Thanks for the ride.
Time to show who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Shooting stars. Didn't even get to bronze.
Hi guys, so I just made it to Charlotte, and so right now they're pre-boarding. I haven't been cleared yet for the flight. It's 5 of us listed now. And I just checked the loads again, and it said that there were 6 seats available, but they've already checked 1 person. So now it's showing that it's 5 of us. So, oh, I guess it's now 6 of us. Yeah, it was just 5 of us. Now I think it's 6 of us, and 1 person has been checked. So it's 5 of us still waiting to be checked, and I'm number 5. Yeah, there's 6 of us on the list, and I'm number 5. So yeah, waiting to see if I get cleared. There is another flight right next to me. It's also Washington Dulles, and that one was supposed to go out at like 2 or something, and it's delayed now to 3. So if they don't check me for this one, I'm gonna see if I can like transfer that one or something. I don't know, but the next one isn't until like 5 something, and I don't want to sit here till 5. Yeah, I think it gets in at like 7 or something like that. I don't know, but I just don't want to sit. I'm just ready to get there already. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. We're on boarding group number 1 for right now, so I'll let you know if I get checked. I made it on. Woo! I don't think you guys understand the amount of joy when you get checked. I don't think anyone ever understands that. But yeah, so it was actually me and another flight attendant.
Please jump on the flight deck. Welcome aboard American Eagle Flight 5672. Service up to Washington Dulles International Airport. Should be underway momentarily. Just loading the last few bags on the airplane and finalizing our paperwork up front. As soon as that's done, should be 306 nautical miles, 51 minutes. Takeoff touchdown, cruising out to 27,000 feet. It's a pretty great day to fly today. Expecting clear skies pretty much all the way down to Dulles, but as we descend in there, they are calling a little bit of overcast skies. But current weather at the Dulles Airport, winds are variable about 4 miles an hour, and temperature of 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Thanks for choosing American this afternoon. Welcome aboard.
right, that's that. So I will see you guys after this 51-minute flight. All right, guys. So, and we're off. Time to go home. Not really home, but like, you know, my temporary home. You know, it's like a sigh of relief. When you finally make it like back to base, it feels so good to make it home after, you know, you've worked for however many days. Usually for me it's about, usually I've worked 18 days, so I do 6 on, 1 day off, 6 on, 1 day off, then 6 on again, and then off for 10 days. It's usually how I do my schedule. But when you get back to base though, it's just like, whew, I made it in, you know? So now it's just about, especially while you're on probation. So now it's just about, you know, making sure you get to the gates on time. You know, you check in on time and everything like that. So yeah, this was a cute little commute in or whatever. I gotta put on my GPS because I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going around DC. I don't understand why my car is so dirty. Like, I don't, like, what happened? Like, was I gone that long? How many days was I gone? I think I was gone for 10 days, I think. But my car is so dirty. I don't understand why.